is an annual event which takes over venues all over Birmingham every March, and we celebrate the full spectrum of film, really, archive, documentaries, animation, shorts, independent features, artist film, live scores, you name it. There's a little bit of everything in there, and we tend to work not just in cinemas but also in churches, bars, galleries, warehouses, and it's the idea really is that it's very versatile and it can happen anywhere in the city. We did a little archive tour of Worcestershire a couple of years ago, and we were in all sorts of little funny old museums and factories, and we did one night in a medieval barn next to the Fleece pub, which is near Evesham, and there was a kind of creaky old rusty chandelier in the roof, and thatched roof, and the wind whistling through the eaves, and every time the chandelier wobbled, the projector wobbled slightly as well. So that was quite atmospheric. Because there's a strong archive strand to our programming, we're always looking for little Birmingham stories that haven't been told before. So we've done a lot of research in there, but we've also worked quite closely with the children's section of the library on the Book Bash. We do a film tent for them every year at Aston Hall, and we also work with Pete James in the Photographic Archive, which has some amazing material. And there's a really interesting overlap between Birmingham's sort of photographic history and its early film history, because you've got people like Alexander Parks developing an early version of celluloid in Birmingham. You've got the first flip books patented in Birmingham, magic lantern shows, mutoscopes, and all of that kind of stuff leads you into the first cinemas and places like the Electric, which we're sat in now, which is one of Birmingham's oldest cinemas, obviously. I think the libraries in Birmingham are a fantastic resource. I've got two young kids who are massive readers, so we spend a lot of time in the libraries. The new library, I think there's the opportunity there for making a lot of the material that's harder to reach at the moment a bit more accessible. I think it's potentially going to bring a lot of new people in, and you've also got a new theatre space, a lot more scope for doing larger scale events. I'm hoping that we could build on the work that we've done, screening films for kids and doing stuff with young people. And the Mediatek within the library, I've used Mediateks in other cities like London and Derby, and I think that's a great opportunity to be able to have all of that material at your fingertips for free is brilliant. While I really like the old John Maydin building as an architectural icon, I think there are all sorts of problems with it as a place to work in and to use. So I'm hoping that the new building will engage a whole new generation of readers, and Birmingham should be really proud of its libraries. But the new building, I think it's got the potential to be a really exciting public space as well as a really useful resource for people.